angles. It was so awesome. We could do so much more entertaining stuff.
Show everybody all the different camera angles we have now.
Yeah, okay.
So we've got
1.
room cam, which you're looking at now. Then there's
2.
driver cam, which is not currently really pointed at James. Then there's the crashed-in cam.
Yeah! It's still the crashed-in
In this
cam.
case, it's got Ash as Ash did. Then there's the control cam.
No.
Matthew!
Don't like that one.
There's
Skull
cam.
And kind of a hit.
That's
cam
terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And let's not forget the implementation of Skype video calls.
Yeah, you'll be able to see the chat if
you made it work.
Chat. And then we also have our logo.
Okay, that's not a camera angle, Matt.
Okay, here we go. Right. The overlay.
Matt,
You're
the worst.
Okay, good job.
Thank you.
That's not right.
That's not right.
129. 20K donated for D&D.
How did you even do that? You sat there for like less than
This
5
is why we don't let you sit
have
there.
20 hours to go.
This is
why
you need the tech leads. But did you fix it? Use the hour adjust, Matt.
Hour adjust.
And this is what we learned.
149?
Yes.
See?
Yay!
I made it Matt proof.
Yeah.
So, like, once again, this falls under the umbrella of, like, things we don't have to worry about. And with Johnny and Ian handling, like, this whole setup, we just knew that it was, like, we don't, like, they've organized all this tech and it works and we can test it, and they sourced the hardware and brought the hardware and brought like things of cables, and if there wasn't something that we needed we didn't have, then they found it, and it just worked, and it was so just relieving. And yeah, just thank you guys so much. This is the best looking Desert Bus looking and sounding Desert Bus we ever had.
Alright. Get back to work. No, you keep going.
Yeah.
Well, let's get him up.
Ashton.
Team Ashton.
I don't even. Where do we even start with that?
Oh my god.
So before how long before last year's Desert Bus did you? Was it after Desert Bus 3? How much time was there in between?
I need to know the question before I can.
Before you came to us and were like, I want to help you guys. Figure your bussing lives out.
The time I figured it out was during Desert Bus 3, probably about 3-4 days in.
Yeah, you're like, these guys need
He
help.
found out we were using Google spreadsheets, the Google Docs to do all of the prizes, and he's just like,
you're using spreadsheets to track all of that?
Yeah.
That has to take forever.
Spreadsheets, yeah.
It did.
Yeah.
It did
It
take
did
forever.
take forever.
It did take forever.
And so he, like you built us what we thought was like an amazing back-end system for Desert Bus 4, and we were like, oh my god, this makes things so much easier.
And then we broke it
and
immediately.
No, it worked, and it did what you'd built it to do very, very well. And then you came here last year, and you were here the whole time, and you were administering it, and you were fixing things. And then by being here and seeing it operate, you were like, all right, I see everything I need to change, and that is all of it. And you rewrote the whole thing this year from the ground up.
That's right. It's brilliant.
Because you're mad. You are a madman.
It needed to be done.
Yes.
The man is top
running right now.
I may be monitoring the server load right now.
Yeah.
How's it doing?
Seems to be okay.
Actually, really good.
I see a lot of numbers and things.
I see a lot of numbers and letters. They seem to be changing.
I don't know any of those numbers.
He asked us for feedback last year, like before we started, what do you want from the system? And we did a really bad job of actually getting that across to him. So then he just watched all Desert Bus. He's like, oh, so you actually meant to say that you wanted this, and you didn't know it, but you also wanted this, and this. And we're like, yes, we do.
And like it's hard to explain because it's like so much of it isn't.
Oh,
what?
Wait, I was like, oh no, there's an ad, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's yeah. There's so much of what it does for us. You guys don't get to see. But it's so like it's very hard to articulate how awesome it is that we can be running a live auction in the IRC that only someone who is registered on desertbus.org can correctly bid on, and then when they win, they can go to their site on the. Not only can they go to their site on desertbus.org and see that they've won and be prompted for a shipping address, but in our back-end system, it then tags this person made this donation for this prize. They have this address. That is all worked. You can ship the item here, and we don't have to think about that.
Yeah.
That is astonishing for us, and it has greatly improved our sanity.
The shipping wouldn't have been able to do we did
Wouldn't
without
have
that
happened.
system.
And not just that, but like, you know, adding like the little donation markers, being like, all right, guys, if you want to throw in $2,000, and you know, we'll do like the leg shaving or the raffle system, because you were doing that all manually last year, weren't you? Yeah, and just being to be like between this time, this amount of money, or this amount of money and higher, and then multiples of it, this many winners, spitting out winners. It's just.
You notice how we didn't have to come up to the camera and be like, please don't break chip-in this year, because we did completely away with it. He basically just built our own chip-in system, but that was good, into the whole thing.
The speed at which this refreshes now.
Yeah.
We see every $5 increment.
And not only that, but that, well, I don't know, Graham, you probably have more to say, but...
No, please, go
Not
ahead.
only that, not only did he build it all, but then he taught us how to use it all. And, like, how much time did we spend before the beginning of the run on Wave, and I'd be like, Ashton, how did I do this thing? Ashton, I think I screwed this up. Ashton, I have a question. And he's just, like, constantly there. It was amazing.
You're awesome.
When
That's what we're trying
when
to
did
say.
you at what count of man hours did you lose track?
Yeah.
I stopped at 600 because I felt like I didn't really need to count past 600.
600 hours.
Why am I keeping track of this anymore? There's no point.
That's fair.
Like,
Right,
seriously? Ashton is the exoskeleton on which Desert Bus rests. Desert Bus is literally a Desert Bus of this scale, with this much success, with this many prizes, with this many challenges, with this much stuff going on, is so complicated to run. We literally would not be able to do it without Ashton. Everything we do, from tracking your donations to keeping track of your challenges, is all thanks to Ashton.
So basically, if you need a letter of reference for him, just let us know.
Do I have like how many? We got like 3,000 letters.
I think.
It is a
Please send those to.
it is a bussing good thing that Ashton happened to just come to us and say, you guys are completely insane. You cannot do it this way. Here, let Daddy fix it.
Daddy on this.
I'm an adult.
Ashton
well done,
is the
Ashton.
adult
Well done.
baby.
Well done.
So we've got
Stop. What, did you want to do something?
No, I was just gonna move us along. But if
9 minutes.
I want Matt, I want Graham, I want Tally, I want Kathleen, I want Jared, I want Bill, I want Morgan up front and center.
You want all of us all at once?
We want you too, James.
Always.
We want your body.
No, I'm fine.
Where we going?
get up front.
Over there.
Well, I'm up front.
I got it. Back going.
Showday.
Over here.
yeah.
Okay,
In
back
front
row.
of you is the original Desert Bus team.
Next week.
That's right.
4 years, was it 4 years ago? Yep. Technically?
Yeah.
4 years ago, we had this wacky idea that we would hook up some computers to the internet, turn on a camera, and play a game and try to raise $5,000. We raised $22,805, and that is a number that I will never, ever, ever forget.
Yeah.
And the wide-angle lens was held to the
camera
camera
with
with
Plastic
band.
Rubber band! Rubber band!
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
No.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It was in my living
It
room.
was in
Oh,
and yeah.
Bill, Morgan, and Graham's
Yeah.
living room.
Everything since
I was running the chat on the computer on my lap while driving. Oh
Yeah.
At 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, we
and
don't do
only
that
me
anymore.
and like Kate was even awake at that
That was
time.
bad news.
We don't do that anymore.
We don't talk about
Yeah,
that.
we don't talk about it anymore. That everything since then has been a blur. I don't remember the second year's exact total, or the third, or the fourth, or I will probably not remember this one. I will always remember 22,805. I just show up, drive the bus first and last. Tell Graham not to shave his beard and put some socks on my hands.
Thank you for reminding me about continuity.
Yeah,
by
that
the
would
way,
have been bad.
that would have been a bad thing. That would have really busted us up.
Kathleen does amazing work every year with the corporate sponsors. She puts so much time and effort into it, and without her, we wouldn't have the amazing things to give away that we do. And I think everybody needs to give her a round of applause starting now. Over the years, Graham has turned into sort of the official MC of Desert Bus. He does an amazing job, buddy.
Thank you.
I try to fill your shoes the best I can when I come in the morning, but I don't think I do it justice.
It is work to sit in that chair.
It is.
It really is.
Yeah. I just yell at people and tell them what to do, but he does it so well. Who have we got next? Paul, who has the most amazing singing voice.
Yes!
And if next year you come in, if you dare come in to my morning shift and sing that damn lullaby one more time, I will kill you.
It's not my fault people keep asking for it.
Paul is responsible for the Desert Bus website. It looks incredible this year.
Yeah. Yes.
Everybody loved it. We've gotten amazing comments. Thank you so much, Paul. Who's next? Matt? Oh boy.
That's about it.
All right,
Yeah.
Matt.
All right.
Matt, job over the last couple of years has always been the guest call-ins. The reason that we have people like Felicia Day and Will Wheaton and Sam and Ken coming in and all the amazing people, I don't even remember them anymore, is because of his hard work scheduling things. Every day I saw him at his computer this year, figuring out the schedule, reworking the schedule. No thanks to Liz continuing to add to the schedule.
Constantly adding to it.
We love you.
Damn it,
We somehow managed to get Felicia Day to call in the second year.
Yeah.
And it took us 2 years to track her down, but Matt never gave up, and she was called back this year.
Never
Yeah.
gave up.
She came
She'll be
back.
back in Desert Bus 8.
I believe this year's favorite moments for me this year was your wub step hat thing.
Oh, yes!
Amazing, and thank you for once again taking me to the gay bar. And next year I will be taking you to the gay bar.
I can't wait.
I was unimpressed.
No, that as are most people that go out with me.
Hey, we're supposed to.
I
make
want to
fun
say
of you.
something.
Yeah, that's
Matt,
for yourself.
people give you a lot of flack for being
Yeah.
sort of the unofficial punching bag. And
Unofficial.
remember when we did that whole, we got challenged to pretend to be Matt for a while, and I felt really bad about it, so I did like a minute of praising you. I really feel that way. Matt's a great guy, and I don't think he gets enough
Absolutely.
credit.
It's true. Go out for a drink sometime with Matt. He's a good guy to sit and chat with and have a drink.
Yeah. Before we move on, I just wanted to intercut because there's something that Bill said that made me realize that I've been a colossal idiot, because there was a name on the list earlier of the people of the pit crew who have come by to help out. Someone who's been here since Desert Bus 1. My sister.
That's right.
She's been here every year, but my God, this year you were on.
Yeah.
And
That
thank
was
you
had
so much.
You had the most amazing club I've ever seen.
That's right.
Put it in a cake.
That was brilliant. That was brilliant.
And she was working. What is it you said to me that time, the day you baked the cake? You got like an hour of sleep because you had to stay up to bake it and then go to work and fall asleep at work in front of your boss.
Since Friday.
Yeah.
Since Friday at 6, I have slept, I think, a total of 10 hours.
Yep.
And half an hour of that was on my break at work because I fell asleep at my desk. Okay?
I think we got Bill and
Sorry, before we move on, I really I didn't get a chance to say it when it was at me, but I couldn't have done the guest list without Liz this year. So really, thank you, Liz. You are
you're
my
still
hero.
awake.
Damn it, Liz!
And Steve.
And Steve. Steve, yes.
Bill?
Yeah.
James?
We got Bill and we got Morgan because I feel like they go hand in hand.
What?
You can't have one
I am
without
not
the
the
other.
other.
You really can't.